Hi, everyone. We have author Nicole Vick, and she's going to tell us about herself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Nicole Vick, and I am a public health professional. I am a civic leader. I'm an educator, and I'm a mom. I'm a lot of things. And I think that's very true for probably a lot of us as Black women. We do a lot of things and wear a lot of hats. So I'm so happy to be here today to talk about my book and all the other things that are really important to me, especially in this time of this pandemic. Boy, this pandemic done. Woo!
So, how many books
Yes.
have you wrote?
So this is my very first book. It took me about a year to write, and I do think this is going to be the first of many books. I think I got a lot in this head here to get out, but this is my first one, and I'm so proud of my little baby here.
Nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And are you self-published?
Yes, we went the self-publishing route. Felt like it would be the most efficient, kind of to get the book out quickly and to get the message out to the folks that needed to really hear about the book.
Okay. And how long have you been writing?
It took me a year to write this book, and I can say that I still don't really consider myself a writer. Like, even though I wrote a whole book, I'm like, I don't really feel like I'm a writer yet. Maybe as time goes on and I continue to kind of put my message out there, I'll feel like a true writer. But as an educator, I've been teaching for the last 12 years. I guess I could say I've been writing for that long because you got to write lectures, you got to write, all sorts of correspondence. Even in my work in public health, got to write reports and really do a good job of conveying complex public health messages in a way that's easy to understand. So I've been writing for a long time.
Okay, well, welcome to the author world, and you are officially a writer, okay?
Yay. I'm gonna get a t-shirt. I'm a writer.
Yes, you are. Author Nicole Vick, you are a writer. So tell us
Awesome.
about your book.
Okay, so my book is about so much. I would say first and foremost, it is about my journey into this whole idea of public health and social justice. And people are like, what is public health and what is social justice? And it's really about how do we create a society where everyone has access to all the resources for them to live their best life, right? And this whole concept of Black Lives Matter, for example, to me, really meshes with that. How do we create a society where Black lives matter? And a lot of that journey had to do with my upbringing. My great grandparents came to Los Angeles in the 1930s. I'm a LA girl through and through. I have never been, I think I've been to the South once, but I am such an LA girl. And it started from their journey here from the South. And all the experiences I had from the time my great grandmama called me Dr. Vick to all my time in elementary school with all my wonderful Black teachers, all the way up to being a teen mom and telling my mama in the grocery store that I was pregnant because I said, well, she can't kill me if we're in public. So all of those different parts of my life journey, the lessons I learned, and how I got to be this person that cares very deeply about my community. I don't know if I shared with you, I live 4 blocks away from Nipsey Hussle's store. So when I talk about South LA, this is not me just talking about South LA. I live here, was born here, will probably die here. And it's such an important part of my life. So all of that is in this book, even the relationship stuff. Girl, I done been through some things. It's in there, those lessons on that as well. Really help to tell this story of how I became who I am today. And hopefully will help other women see that there's a way to push through and to be better and to do more for your community and not just be focused on self.
Okay. And how did you come up with the title and the cover?
The title, Pushing Through. So I had a book coach. Her name is Kim O'Hara, because I knew, for one, I got so many things going on in my life. I got so many things on my plate that if I really want to get this book written, I need somebody to help me stay accountable. One of her things that she does at the beginning is give you a questionnaire and ask about different parts of your life and different things like, why do you want to write this book? Because truth be told, everybody wants to write a book, but is the book, do do we need to really have this book? Like, why? So she really puts you through that process.
Okay.
And I can recall very clearly talking about my ability to push through and explaining to her, because she's white, I had to explain to her what that meant for Black people. Push through means, push through, come through means perseverance, making it. And so when it got time to find a title, I was like, I don't know. Should I call it Made in South LA? She was like, that sounds like some food or some candles or something. No. And so I went back to that document and I saw push through. I said, that's it. And I said, but I'm going to make it pushing through, because that's different, right? That is actually the action of getting through whatever hurdles in life. So that's where pushing through came from. And finding the light in every lesson. My publisher, we were trying to figure out what that subtitle, and she said, finding the light in every lesson. And I must have rolled back in my chair. I said, oh my goodness, that's it. And so that's how the title came. And the cover is just me really reflecting on this plant trying to make it through that concrete. And you see that plant push through.
Yes. I love it. And where can we purchase your book?
So my book is on Amazon in Kindle and paperback, right? And quick tip, I don't know if people knew this. I mentioned it to somebody and they were like, what? Alexa can read your Kindle book to you. I had no idea. My friend was telling me, yeah, I love having her read it. And I was like, Alexa can read? What else can she do? It's on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, and it's also on Isawan Bookstore's website. And Isawan is a Black-owned bookstore here in South LA. So their website also has this book for sale. So I would say if you're really concerned about supporting Black business, check out Isawan. But otherwise, it's on Amazon or Barnes and Noble.
Okay. And are you going to write a second book?
I think so. I have this title in my head. Don't call me Nikki, because everybody wants to call me Nikki, and my name is not Nikki. My name is Nicole, and it really bothers me. And if for some reason I want that book to be called that, but I don't know what the book will be about. And then here's another crazy thing. I researched my great-grandmother's lineage. I went on ancestry.com, found her census records all the way back to 1900. In 1900, she was 2 years old. Her mama's name, and let me say, her family is from Tennessee. My great-grandmother's mother's name is Molly Timberlake. Now, I know y'all know somebody else in this world, last name is Timberlake, and he is also from Tennessee. That's a book, because I need to know, is that my cousin? So that I can ask, I need reparations. I need a house, I need a car. So that might be book number 3. It's going to probably take some years to really dig, but I'm telling you, come on, how many people do you know named Timberlake like that? Yeah. So I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there.
Okay. So don't call you Nikki, huh? That's the first. You have no nickname? Not one nickname?
There are only maybe 2 people in this world that I allow to call me Nikki, and they're usually like aunties or older folk that know me for a while. But what happens for me is it's people that, like at work, this guy, so Nikki, and I'm like, dude, you don't even know me like that. Can you please not do that? Then this other lady was doing it. I'm like, you don't hear nobody in this office call me Nikki. Why are you calling me Nikki? I don't like, no.
I think that should be the title of your next book. You're just gonna put it out there for everybody to know. They're gonna know now.
Don't call me Nikki.
Okay, Nicole, are you on social media? If so, how can we find you?
I am on Instagram at Nicole D. Vick. I'm on Facebook. I think my Facebook is Nicole Vick, author. I am also on LinkedIn. You can find me there. And I have a website. They're working on it, but I do have at least like the main page with the sign up thing. So NicoleDVick.com. Yeah. Okay. And I'm pretty active. So if you reach out to me, I'll respond. I love it.
Now, how do you think being a writer has helped you as a person?
You know, it has helped me because it helps me to, well, I think writing and the art of writing helps me because it helped me to think back about my life and help me remember things. And it just kind of helped me be one of those people that pays more attention to other people and listen better. And I think that's really, really important. So to me, reading, writing, and listening kind of all work together. So that whole process really, I think, made me pay more attention to what people are saying, and be a little bit more attentive and like perceptive, like, oh, okay. So I think that definitely is something that helped for sure.
Okay. And are you a book reader as well?
You know, when I was younger, I was a book reader. I remember being going to the library and having that little summer reading list and having to write the titles down. As I've gotten older, unfortunately, I feel like I don't have time, but I did just pick up Stacey Abrams' newest book. I think I'm going to buy Barack Obama's book. I have Stacey Abrams' first book, and I was reading The Warmth of Other Suns. That book is thick, but it's such a beautiful story. I remember I was trying to read it at work, and I'm like, I can't read this book at work because I'm angry. You know, some of these parts, I was like, what? I put this down because I'm about to start yelling at people. But it's a beautiful book, and it reminds me of my great grandparents and my grandparents. And I think for me, it was, and I want to pick up her newest one as well. Now, if I'm going to read them all, I don't know. I'm going to try, but it's really, really hard. Like I have to force myself to do it now. And I want to get out of that because I used to love it so much when I was younger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything else that you would like to tell us about your book?
I think it's a helpful book for a woman in any part of her life journey. I have talked to graduate students and they're like, we love this book because it helps us see that there's light at the end of the tunnel. We're in class right now with assignments and things, and we are like, why are we here? But your book kind of helps us see the next step. It can be for a woman my age, I'm 42, you know, that's trying to figure out how can I give back to my community? What is my responsibility and obligation to give back and to lift as I climb? That's also here. And it really is, I think, really beneficial for Black women to read because it tells a story that I don't think a lot of people have heard about our experience as Black women in America.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you. I'm excited. I enjoyed speaking with you. This was great.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, everyone. That was author Nicole Vick. Make sure you purchase a copy of her book and don't forget to like and subscribe to this video. Thank you.